Good morning you guys, it's Karen, and before I do this massive haul, there's a lot of products to talk about here. I have to say thank you. Like, thank you doesn't even cover it, but the warmth and response to that last video with my fake piercings in, which I've now ordered some more of and I'm so excited about, is just like I was bawling my eyes out. I was just so touched by how many of you took the time to comment and just were like, you know, I'm not into tattoos, but I love this look, or you do you, and so much wisdom as well in that. Like, I wish I could just print out all of the comments and just sit and read them over and over again and sort of meditate on them, because you guys have so much wisdom, and it sort of made me realise how much I obviously do care what people think more than I think I do, if that makes sense. And you guys just were so lovely. I'm always nervous putting videos up, always, even if, I don't know, like if I had a pair of glasses on, I'd be nervous, you know, which is ridiculous really. But I'm nervous every time I put a video up, and particularly with that one. But you guys have just kind of wrapped me in a sort of virtual hug, and it's just so lovely, and I appreciate all of you so much. As well as beanies, I love headbands, and it's something that I wear a lot, and I don't know why I've never really worn them on screen, because I curled my hair like this and it wasn't really sitting right, but with a headband it sort of just gives it a bit more life. So I had ordered some headbands and they arrived and I'm loving them. In fact, will I show you them? That's a good idea, isn't it? I actually just washed the ones that I received, and I had to take part of the bow off. So I got 3 of these kind of, what are these, Paisley type ones, and they actually have a bow on them, but the bow is detachable because this has got a sort of metal bit in it. Now, I've bought them before. I was very, very picky buying these hairbands because I bought them where the whole thing is wire and you put it around your head and tie it in a bow, but it's not tight enough for me. I like them to be a bit tighter than that. So this is a fabric hairband, but with a removable bow that you just tie on the top. I think that is absolutely brilliant. Now, the only thing about these is they're quite loose. I don't know whether I've got a small head or what, but they're quite loose. So I have sewed them. So yesterday I took a bit of material out of the top and just sewed it together and then stuck them all in the wash, and I will reattach all the bows. So that was a pack, I think, of 3. Yeah, a pack of 3, and so they all come with these detachable bows. Then I bought a pack of 4. I've got one on. This is the black one, obviously, the red, blue, and a kind of mustardy yellow type colour. All from Amazon, all arrived within a couple of days. So I'll link those in case you're into headbands. I love headbands to do my makeup, to do my self-tan, whatever. But I find a lot of them are too loose, like I said. So, or I've had ones that are too tight and you're like, you know, feel like it's giving you a facelift. Maybe that's not a bad thing. Maybe that's why I like them. Is this pulling my face a bit tighter? Okay, well, let's talk about tans next, because I have got a ton. I've got tan stuff, hair stuff, and a lot of makeup. Oh my goodness, there's so much to get through here. I wonder if I should do it in 2 halves. No, because some of it I've not tried, so I'll try and be quick. I got some tan stuff. This is Eco by Sonya. This one is called Invisible Tan Self-Tanning Cream, and this one is the Face Tan Water. I've heard about these a lot and I've never tried them, and I, as you all see, was definitely in the market for some more self-tanning items, so I went a bit crazy. I've used both of these on my face and neck, love them. That's not the tan, I'm saying tan in inverted commas because I can see that I look pretty pale that I've got on at the moment, but I really like this one. It has got a bit of fragrance in it though, that's the only thing, but it's a little bit, and it, you know, doesn't seem to bother me, but you guys know how I feel about that. This one hasn't got fragrance, and this is one that is, you know, not tinted. So a lot of people like it with a colour guide, I'm assuming, because most products seem to have a colour guide. But I often don't want the colour guide because I want to put it on during the day, and sometimes the colour guide can look really unnatural. But these are, now I think they might be vegan, they're definitely cruelty free, and this one is just a water. So I love both of those. I am going to do a whole my favourite self-tanners video as well once I've tested everything here. This next one is the one that I put on last night. So this is, or yesterday during the day, Bali Body. And this is a face tan water. So I think the idea with this is you put it on a cotton pad and put it over your face. But I put it onto, I've got a big Eco Tools brush and I put it onto that. But I often use just sort of makeup brushes, the biggest ones I can find, to apply my self-tanner. So you can see how much I use. I put that on my face and neck, but it's quite pale, you know, I still look pale, but if you see there, you can see that there's definitely a tan. So far so good with that one, but we'll obviously need to see how it fades, because I noticed in the last couple of videos, actually I can see it there, there is definitely still, you know, my wrinkles are causing a white patch in my tan. Interestingly, I've just ordered a new foundation. I haven't got to show you here, but a Kat Von, you know how much I love the Kat Von D True Portrait? I always go for yellow foundations, but in the last couple of videos where I'm getting a bit better, I think, at colouring, I'm now in my studio again on my normal camera because the iPhone had so many problems with it, like it was sometimes not clear, I sometimes ran out of memory, I couldn't zoom on it, there was a few things. But I sat it next to my camera and tried to colour match it, because that's what you guys liked, how colour matched it was. It was also a bit more airbrushed, which was nice, but not true to life. What was my point there? Oh, foundation. I noticed that my foundation looks quite yellow, and I've always liked a yellow foundation, but I was once told by a makeup artist that I should be wearing pink, and I thought I probably should, because they say to look at your veins, and if your veins are blue, you should wear a pink tone. If your veins are green, you should wear a yellow tone. Well, my veins are blue, so I probably should be wearing a pink tone. That's probably more towards my light pale skin. And I looked through my foundations and I don't have one to even try. So I've ordered one in the Kat Von D foundation that I know I love. So we'll see what I think. It might be a bit too light, but point being is I'd love to find a foundation I could wear that I don't need to self-tan for, but I still think that, you know, looks okay on me, because most of my foundations, even my lighter ones, I just think make me look ill if I don't have a self-tan on. So we'll see how I get on with that. Okay, I ordered, no, did I order this or did I buy it? No, I ordered it, Tan Luxe. I've used Tan Luxe products before. They sent me one, I think that's the very first product I tried. They sent me, I think it was called a sleeping oil, and I loved it. And since then I have bought quite a few products, and I bought this one. It's the Hydra Mousse. I hadn't seen it before, but you guys know that I love the Vita Liberata Invisible Mousse. Has been my favourite tan, and you know I'm trying to convert everything to cruelty free. Obviously I started on makeup, moved to skincare, the next one will be hair care, although I'm still trying to only use cruelty free, and then obviously self tanners will be included in that, and Vita Liberata I don't believe are cruelty free. So I thought I would give this one a try because I do love the tanning waters. I've tried the one from Tropez. It's got fragrance in it which bothers me, and it's very, very gradual as well. So, you know, there's not really enough colour from it. So we'll give this one a go. I haven't tried that yet. I was delighted and so surprised, I can't tell you, to find out that Tropez was vegan and cruelty free. I don't know why. You know, sometimes you've just got something in your head and it has no basis, unless this is just me. Please tell me you do this as well. You've just made an assumption about something. I don't know why, I just assumed Tropez was not cruelty free, and I have been gutted for quite a while and avoiding the Tropez stand in Boots, and I've been using up all of my Tropez, but I love Tropez tan, I always have. And I don't know where I saw it, somewhere in an article or a magazine or something, and I was like, what? So I was like, okay, that's great. I can go and buy some Tropez products. I have always loved their tanning products. Like I said, I don't love their water range. There's another product that I've got that I haven't showed you, which is a glow range, but it's not that great. I have used it. It's not that great. I'll include anything I don't show you today. I'll include in that tanning video. Anyway, this is what I've bought. This is the 1 hour hydrating tan. It's 1 hour for a light tan, 2 hours medium, 3 hours dark. This is the lotion, this is the mousse. So I bought two because they had buy one, get one half price, and these are quite expensive. That's the only thing about Tropez, is they are quite expensive. This I think was 22, and then this would have been half price. So it was quite a good deal actually, the buy one, get one half price. The only thing about these is obviously there is quite a dark colour when you put them on. I don't know whether these are the same as their usual, you know, the Tropez lotion. Like, is this really any different? Would you get the same result if you put the other one on for an hour and rinsed it off? You know, I don't know about that, but I'll be interested to find out how I get on with those. That's everything for self tanners. Let me talk hair and we'll finish on makeup. Talking of the cruelty free, I put a picture on Instagram that had these two in. This is the Organics Lavender Luminescent Platinum Shampoo. I know this is mostly for blonde hair, but again, I've been noticing that my hair looks lighter than I thought it was, and I remember the hairdresser telling me you've got strawberry blonde hair, so I was like, maybe something like this would be a good shampoo. I thought it was worth a shot. And then I bought this one, which is the Mark Hill Wash Extending Pink Clay Shampoo. So as soon as I put the picture on, somebody said that these are not cruelty free. So I have not checked that out because I assumed, again, it was an assumption. I thought I had checked it out before and the organics were cruelty free, but obviously I won't buy anything more now. It will go on my list to check out now that I'm converting everything. Mark Hill, I know, is cruelty free. So I've used this 3 times now. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So it looks like just a sort of average shampoo, but the first thing I noticed was that it wasn't clear. And you know me, I've got this weird thing about liking to use clear shampoos, which is probably why I liked this one, because I feel like they are the ones that are the most deep cleansing, and I like to use a deep cleansing shampoo. And I thought the fact that it said wash extending would mean it was a deep cleanser. So it wasn't, and I thought, oh well, I'll use this. I'll use my normal conditioner, and which was I still had the Sunswim and Gym one left, and you know, usual products, blow dry it and see how I get on. And normally I can go a couple of days without feeling like I need to wash my hair anyway. I have to say, this has extended it. Both times I felt like my hair is cleaner on like 3 days after washing it than it normally would be. Which I did not expect at all, so it's definitely not a placebo effect. Yeah, I do feel like it's extended the wash of my hair, or not the wash of my hair, the cleanliness of my hair. I don't know whether that's the actual point. Let's see. Want to go longer between washes? Yeah, keep your hair feeling fresher for longer. It does. It really does. So I do like this shampoo. Yeah, that's that. And a couple more really interesting hair things. You know how I got this? I showed you the peach one in empties. This is the Shrine Drop It hair drops. So you get a bowl, a mixer, and these little drops that you drop into. They're very concentrated, and you drop into conditioner. The peach had no effect on my hair at all, so it'd be interesting to see if the red has any effect at all. And if I'm looking for, as always, a truly wash in, wash out colour, that I don't have to use the colour remover that I've had to use in the past. So we'll see how I get on with the red one. The last hair items there's 2 things, and they are the sleep stylers. Is that what they're called? The sleep styler. So I ordered these ones and they arrived, and I used them, and my hair was very curly, but it just didn't look right. It was, I think at the time I was like, right, okay, this would be better on longer hair just to get a curl in the bottom, but I just didn't love them. Then what had happened was I had ordered some from eBay originally, and then you know when you get the email and it says it's expected like in a month, I obviously hadn't noticed that, and me being impatient, I went and ordered some others, I think from Amazon or maybe from eBay as well. But when these ones arrived, they're massive. And I was like, oh okay, I didn't realise there was different sizes. So this is the large, and it actually says on here, I think large. Yeah, it says large on the side. So I have since used these, and I think they're really, really good, but I think they will be really, really good for me when my hair is longer. So it would need to be, I think, down way past my shoulders before this would really work out for me. And I was surprised that the curls didn't last that long either. You know, normally if I put curlers in overnight, it would last for days, but maybe I didn't wet it enough, or I don't know. I've only used them, I used those once and these once, and I need to try these again, but I'll wait until my hair's a little bit longer and then give it another try. But I'm certainly not giving them away. They're the best thing I've tried so far. I've tried many, many different ways of putting things in my hair at night and seeing how it comes out in the morning, and these are really good. That's everything for hair and tan. I was thinking, have I not bought any skincare? That seems really bizarre, but I have. I bought that Glow skincare, but it's in its own video. And have I bought anything else? No, I don't think so. So everything else is makeup, and I've kind of put it into eyes. Is that eyes? Eyes, face. Okay, let's start with eyes. So I bought, oh, it's already rubbed off the packaging. That's weird. This is the Too Faced, I can't remember the name of it. I was going to read it on here, but it's a little brow brush to keep your brows in place. And it's got a little bit of colour in it, and it's absolutely fine. But as with a lot of these, I don't feel like a lot of product comes out of it. But when it does, you know, it's absolutely fine. This is not a repurchase for me. And actually, after buying this, I started using the lip balm. Do you remember I was saying I had really thought about what can I recycle in my beauty stuff that I don't use, and I have been using the lip balm on my eyebrows, and it is brilliant. I'm really, really enjoying that, and I think I'll just be using lip balm going forward. I bought 2 NYX eyeliners. One is called Epic Wear and the other one is called Epic Ink. So the Epic Wear is, I was fascinated by this because you guys know I love the NYX liquid liner, which is very similar to this, but this is in a, I don't know why I'm showing you that. That doesn't really do much, does it, when you show you eyeliner. The NYX liner that I use, you can get it in either vinyl or matte, and it's exactly like this but in a smaller tube, and I love it. It never comes off. I really enjoy it. So I was just curious about this one because it says it's waterproof. It says it's for face and body. I don't know what you would use it for on your body. I'd be interested to know if anybody uses eyeliner on their body, what are you doing with it? Is it to draw tattoos or something? I don't know. Or maybe in like Halloween makeup and stuff. Anyway, using it for an eyeliner, it's not as good as their original, so I wouldn't bother buying it unless you struggle with their original. If for any reason it doesn't stay on you, maybe this would be good because it does stay on very well, and I noticed it's harder to remove. But the brush is a little bit thicker. It just didn't go on as smoothly as the original, and the original's got a really lovely thin brush, so I'll probably use it up, but I don't love it as much as the original. And then I also bought this Epic Ink liner, which I love. Do you remember I showed you the Kat Von D liner? What was that in? What was I showing you the Kat Von D liner? Okay, I'm going a little bit crazy. I had to go and check there to see which video I talked about it, but it was my current favourite makeup. I talked about the Kat Von D tattoo liner. So I've really been enjoying the felt tip type ones, and I bought this because I had just run out of, I had one that wasn't cruelty free and I'd had it for years. I don't know whether it was Maybelline or L'Oreal, and I would use it if I wore lashes for a video like today. I often take the lashes off, but then it leaves gaps in my eyeliner, so I would grab it and kind of fill in the lines. So I thought I would leave that one in here for that purpose. But I've used this a couple of times and I really like it. But the same applies with this as with the Kat Von D one, in that it works best over matte eyeshadow. But this would be a great dupe, or is a great dupe, for the Kat Von D. I'm doing it again. Is this useful? This would be a great dupe for the Kat Von D. It's the NYX Epic Ink liner. So I love that. This next item is not really makeup, it's the e.l.f. Calm Balm. So it's just a lip balm. But I have had this sitting in, I've got a little sort of wooden heart tray in my living room that I have bits and bobs in, like eye drops that I need to use, my glasses are in there, lip balms, and I've really been enjoying this. So if you're looking for a nice lip balm, and I don't use this one for my eyebrows. It's nice and soft, you know. I don't like lip balms that when you put them on, they sort of pull your lips with it. I like ones to be quite oily, and this one is like that. I bought a couple of things from Australis, from the Boots website. There's all these little minis. I also bought a mascara, but the mascara I didn't like. It was just, it didn't build up enough for me. You know, there wasn't much to my lashes after I'd used it. But I do like these 2 items. This is Sweet Like Chocolate. I keep thinking that it's going to smell, but there's no scent at all. Is that just because I'm used to the Too Faced milk chocolate one, you know? But this is really nice. I've actually got this just sort of here today. I really like this. I wouldn't buy the full packaging of this one if it was in the same packaging. No, I wouldn't buy the full size of this if it was in the same packaging, because I don't like this cheap plastic packaging, and I actually find it quite hard to open. But I do really like this as a product. So if ever I'm traveling somewhere and I don't want to take, you know, big bulky things, I love having little minis like this. And this is a lipstick in Couture. So it's just that typical kind of pinky nudie colour. Is it pinky? Sort of peachy nude actually, isn't it? And I really like that. The only thing is it did instantly fall out. It's not very solid in there. It actually looks a bit more solid because I pushed it down a bit. So it doesn't feel feels a bit like it's going to come off every time I use it. But I don't know whether I'd consider buying the full size of this. I need to wear it a couple more times because and see how long it lasts. It definitely feels a little bit moisturising. It's not a matte, but neither is it a sort of, it's maybe like a satin, something like that. So I quite enjoyed that. What am I doing? Eyes. That was a lip. I thought I was doing eyes, and I've gone off-piste here. Okay, let me continue on eyes. I bought the Melt Cosmetics Rust Palette. This was a spur-of-the-moment purchase. I just suddenly felt like I fancied more makeup, even though I definitely don't buy as much as I used to. This is what it looks like. And but now and again, something will catch my eye. It's normally like a newsletter from Look Fantastic or something like that. And I'll go, oh yes, that looks lovely. I haven't had a new eyeshadow palette in ages. I'll get it. And so that's what happened with this, but it was pretty expensive. Then when I saw it, I was like, it was really this colour that appealed to me. Because do you remember I used that yellow and I loved the look, but it wasn't the exact colour I was going for, but then neither is this. And I used this and I don't like this. It didn't stick to my eye very well. I didn't love the look I got with it, but actually I enjoyed this one, and I think I might have used a little bit of that one as well. And they're really nice shadows. I really like it. I am tempted to get the Gemini palette, but it's really only that green in it that appeals to me, so I probably won't bother. But I really like the packaging on this. So this was a winner. So then this next one did catch my eye via a newsletter. There was a newsletter and it said that Natasha Denona had got a new palette out. It's called the Love palette, and somebody had left a comment saying how much they loved it. And I was just like, oh yeah, I like Natasha Denona shadows, I'm gonna get it. This is one that I regret already. Now this is what I'm wearing today, and I thought I would try this colour at the end, which I thought might be too silver, and it was, so I've had to put a bit of purple over it, because I like a silvery purple, but I don't like silver. But I just was looking at it and thinking, you know, it arrived yesterday and I was looking thinking, I'm not that excited to use that. That was just one of those buyer's remorse products. I wish I hadn't bothered with this, but now I have it. I am, of course, going to use as much of it as I can. But this morning I was looking at it thinking, well, what do you use as a crease colour? I mean, I ended up using that one, I think. I just thought, well, I'll use something really unusual. And then what do you use as an outer corner colour? I don't want to use something like that. I want like a dark brown. So it's a bit of an odd palette. So I don't know what I think about this one. I'm going to keep on using it for the next few days and we'll see. Okay, that was everything eyes. On to face. I bought two new concealers. This one is the Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Long Wear Concealer. These are so cheap. The Revolution concealers are so inexpensive, or the Revolution makeup, that I don't mind trying things that I think that probably won't work for me. Being as this is Conceal and Define, I thought it might be too thick. And it probably is. It's a really nice concealer, and if you are young with no lines, this will be brilliant. But it did, like most concealers for me, bring attention to lines. This is in C4, by the way, and so it's nice, but it's probably not for me. This one, however, is the No7 Lift and Luminate Serum Concealer, and I bought this because the best concealer that works for me, although I've recently got an addition to that. I was going to say the best concealer is the Bare Minerals Serum Concealer, that I don't even know if that exists anymore. I've recently been using the Body Shop Clay Concealer. It's like in a little pot. I'll show it in a favourites. That's been working pretty well. But this I thought might be a dupe of the Bare Minerals Serum Concealer, and I think it is. I really do think this is a dupe. I don't know about the colour range and things like that, but this one is really, really good. This one is in light. So you can see it's not too light for a light. I think they do one above that called Fair, but it's quite yellow. So I don't know whether they do a more pinky toned one, but I really like this. I have to say it's one of the few that doesn't draw as much attention to lines as anything else. This is what I've got under my eyes today, by the way. So I've got this colour, this one here, and I don't think it draws as much attention to lines as other concealers I've used, so I'm enjoying that one. Good old No7. Next is an item I may have talked about. Did I talk about this in my favourites? This is the Superdrug B range of makeup, and this is their liquid blush in Apricot. I think I might have mentioned this in my favourite makeup because I love this, and it is definitely a dupe for the Glossier, I can't remember what they call them, but they're liquid blush. Same kind of tube, same size. The colours are not exactly the same, but the consistency, how long it stays on, etc., really good. I really like this. So that one is in Apricot. They don't have many colours. They don't have many natural colours. They're quite, because I had a look. Remember I said I would be happy to buy more of these, but the only other one that I like is called Berry, and it's really, really bright, probably too bright for me. Okay, on to lips, and let me talk about what I've got on today, which is this. This is the Melt Cosmetics, as well as the eyeshadow palette. I ordered this lipstick, Melt Cosmetics liquid lipstick in Cookie Cutter. Really, really pretty online, but I always think it's tricky to know what you're getting, you know, if you're actually getting a colour you like. But this is the kind of pink I've been looking for a long time. That's what I've got on my lips today. You know, I've ordered this in plenty of different lipsticks and then it's not looked, it's either too dark, normally too dark, or too light, but this to me is the perfect pink. I absolutely adore it. So I love that. I haven't used it too much because more often than not I'm wearing a kind of peachy coloured makeup and so want that kind of lipstick to go with it. But it doesn't feel like one that completely dries down matte. If you are somebody that likes liquid lipsticks but you don't like the ones that dry your lips out, I don't think this is going to dry my lips out from the couple of times I've worn it. Today I've got a gloss on top of it, but it's really lovely so far. So there was another colour I wanted that was out of stock, so I might buy that at some point. I can't remember the name of it. It was a more sort of nudie colour. You can see I just wiped that off straight away there, so it's not an instant dry down one. I think I did mention the lime crime. I do like this colour. This is marshmallow, this colour, and I got 3 little lime crime lipsticks in a set, and this colour is not too bad on my lips, but the other 2 colours, one was awful actually. One was a sort of metallic pink that wasn't very nice. The other one was a bit more like Kat Von D Lolita, but it just, I said, it made my lips feel horrible. It all dried up and yeah, it was not nice at all, but this one doesn't seem to be too bad. The final thing is lips, and I ordered this lip set from Dose of Colours, and this is in Stone. I couldn't decide between Stone and there's another set that comes in a nude colour that's more of a sort of beigey colour, but it is too orange, I think, for me, from what I could see on the internet. If anybody's got it, let me know. I hate an orangey nude. I like a real sort of neutral or pinky beige colour, you know, and this is more of a sort of pinky mauvey colour, isn't it? So I love these. I love all of them actually. I'm surprised. There is the liquid matte. They're all the same colour obviously, but there's just different formulas. That's the liquid matte, so it's just a sort of purpley nude. Then there's the mousse. I'm not sure what I think about that, the velvet mousse. Exactly the same, but it's just again in one that doesn't dry down. And then what I've got on top of that Melt Cosmetics is the gloss, and I do like the gloss actually. And you know me, I'm not usually a fan of gloss, but it's not sticky at all and it doesn't travel too much. Yeah, I like that. And then the lip liner I also really like, so I would be happy to use other Dose of Colour lip liners. It's nice and soft, doesn't drag across your lips, stays on well. Yeah, really pleased with that. And like I said, I might well go for the other set if I can figure out if it's not as orangey as I think it is. That's everything. Wow, that was a lot. I don't know how long this video will be, hopefully not too long, but it's only when you gather all your products together like this that you realise how much you've spent. You know, how many things I've bought, because I buy them in dribs and drabs. I don't very often do one great big haul, you know. I have ordered a couple of other things as well. I told you about the Kat Von D True Portrait Foundation, and I've also ordered the Kat Von D, it's a brow pomade in aubergine, because like I said to you, I'd love to do my brows a different colour. I've tried doing it with an eyeshadow and they're just, if I do it too bright, my colour shines through. So I'm going to try her brow pomade. And what else? There was something else that I can't think of. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed looking at all these goodies today and getting a little idea of what they might be like. Ah, what is that? Oh, I thought I had a spider on me. It's definitely spider season, isn't it? Yeah, that's everything. Thank you so much. I will tell you what I've got on my face. I was about to go there, but no, let me tell you my makeup. What foundation have I got? I've got on the Kiko Insta Moisture. Yeah, that's it. Kiko Insta Moisture. I can't say it. Somebody asked me if I preferred the Kiko Insta Moisture or the Kat Von D True Portrait Foundation. And actually, I would say that the Kiko one is a great dupe for the Kat Von D, because Kat Von D is very expensive. That foundation is not cheap. The difference being the colour range. That's really the only difference, because I was thinking, what is the difference? The Kat Von D one doesn't say that it's moisturising, but it's not super matte. The Insta Moisture is not a dewy one, you know, although I always put powder on top of my foundation anyway. They're both about medium coverage. They're both liquidy. So I think it would be a great alternative if you don't want to spend the money on the Kat Von D one. The Kiko Insta Moisture is really good. The colour range is the biggest difference. They're both cruelty free, but the colour range in the Kiko one is really quite terrible Going down one colour, it would be way too dark for me, and going up one colour would be way too light. There wasn't a big colour range. So yeah, that's the only difference. So that's what I've got on the Kiko Insta Moisture. On my eyes, I've got that Natasha Denona palette. On my cheeks, what blush have I got on? I've got on the Illamasqua blush in Nymph. You know what I've got on my lips? That's everything. Yeah, that's everything. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon.